Friends and family, it's about 5:35 in the morning and I'm getting ready to go to church to lead worship. So I felt like there are a lot of things that you don't realize. Sometimes you get there and you're like, I shouldn't have worn this, or I shouldn't have, put this on. But anyway, so I'm getting ready, so I wanted to engage you in that aspect and the reasons why I wear what I wear, or, do the hair or makeup that I do. So first of all, you're not going there to distract anybody or to attract anybody in a negative way, right? You're going there to lead the people of God into worship. Okay, so let's get that straight. That's what we're there to do. So first of all, this is the outfit that I have on right here. Okay, I got black pants on and a black tank top. I'm about to put on a blouse over this tank top. The purpose of this tank top is so that if I bend, you don't see anything here. Okay, that's the reason why I'm wearing it. I'm making sure it is not tight, please. No spandexy tighty things, okay? So this is nice and loose, and if I bend like this, I have my tank top under so that I do not expose any things that should not be exposed in public. I also put on this open top blouse like that. The purpose of this is to cover a little bit of my behind. The other thing is I also have to wear a pack that is connected to my ear, my earpiece, to hear the music and the music director. So I need to make sure that the trousers that I wear are ones that have either a belt, I can put a belt on it, or that the waist is snug enough to hang my pack on, or that it has a pocket in the back to hang my pack on. So I can't pick trousers that are loose, like way at the waist, or like hipsters kind of trousers, or trousers without pockets, so I have to be cognizant of that. I have to wear something that I can put my pack on that won't drag my trousers down, because the pack has got some weight to it. So now that we have the clothes done, now we can work on the makeup and the hair. For the makeup, if you're like me and you cry a lot, like you're a crybaby when you're worshiping, you want to use waterproof. Okay, that's important. So when my tears are streaming down, I don't get that line, you know what I mean, where it washes out the makeup in that section. Of course, I've moisturized my face, so I'm ready for it. I use my MAC blot powder as the base for my eyeshadow, because every other eyeshadow primer that I've used, the real eyeshadow primers, have not worked as well. This one keeps my face, entire face, and my eye makeup looking very fresh. So I actually put this all over my face. It leaves my face nice and matte, okay? And I don't look like I've dipped my face in oil. You have to think about the people in the back who can't see you that well, but we do have cameras, so it's not too bad. Cameras that project onto a screen, a big screen, magnifies your face and your entire being, okay? And it also streams onto the internet, so you definitely want to look presentable. You don't want to look like you just woke up and got to church, you know what I mean? Because that is not respectful to the people who have dressed up to come there to, engage in praise and worship. Yeah, this is lipstick, red, okay? I won't be putting it on my lips, but I'm definitely going to use it as my cheeks, okay? To give it some color. Again, trying not to look like a blank canvas, okay? You definitely don't want to overdo it. Put a little bit on my nose, a tad bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin, whatever's left in my hands. And then I will again use my blood powder to blend it in. This is very simple stuff. right? Okay. I have to remember the time. I have to be at church by 6:45, so I don't have a lot of time to play. So now I can do my eyes, which I leave very simple, especially when I'm wearing something light. Now, depending on which church you're going to, sometimes they have the words at the bottom of the screen. So while you are on the screen, the words are at the bottom. And depending on the color that they make the words, if they make the words in white, you want to wear something dark so the words will pop out. You have to think about that. If you're wearing if they have the words in a darker color, that's okay. And thinking about that, I might have to go wear something darker than this because I think our words are now white. So I might have to change. I just don't like going to church looking like I'm going to a funeral. You know what I mean? I just put it there to give me some kind of definition on my eyes. Again, our focus is to make sure we don't distract anybody and that we're able to reach those in the back of the congregation if they're not looking on the camera, on the big screen, right? And sometimes you may not have a big screen. I use my pencil for my eyebrows. I'm sorry I'm looking this way because this is where the mirror is and I want to make sure I get this in properly. So that's one brow. Very simple, you see that? Now I'm going to do the other one. And I feel like I always end up with crooked eyebrows. And I don't notice it when I do it later. I see that one is a little more into my face than the other. I feel like one is more into my bridge than the other, but I really don't notice it when I do it. I notice it later, which doesn't help anybody. And my eyebrows are done. Very simple and easy and quick. So that's it, and then now I want to do the eyeliner. Again, all these things that I'm using are waterproof, okay guys? It's my Stila. That has proven to be waterproof, even though it doesn't say that on it. But it has proven to be waterproof, and I'm grateful because you definitely don't want your mascara running down your face. And getting into your eyes when when you start to shed tears in the presence of the Spirit. So there's a difference between the eyes. Can you see it? See, if somebody's standing far back, look at this. Let me see. You see that? One eye definitely stands out more than the other, and that's my point. So the person standing in the back is able to, catch your eyes, your expression, and you want to make sure that you're able to make eye contact in praise and worship because it is important for people to see that you're genuine. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take my blood powder with me, and I'm going to keep it in my purse because we do 2 services and the lights do make the altar platform kind of warm sometimes. So then, you do perspire a little bit, which that's the point I forgot. Use deodorant, guys. Okay? Use deodorant or antiperspirant, whatever it is. I make sure, I use deodorant so I still sweat. I don't use an antiperspirant. So I use deodorant. And therefore, I need to wear something that when I sweat, you can't see it. That's very important. You don't want to map in that, that darkness here when you raise your hands to worship. That is so important. And that's why a lot of times I wear the layers. That's one of the reasons why I wear the layers. So I'm going to have to go and change and wear something darker, I think. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. I did change to wear something darker. And now the earrings, I prefer earrings that are not distracting, that if the camera or the lights hit it, it's not in your face. You know what I mean? So that's what I usually prefer. I do something like this, or I do loops, you know, and I'm set. So now I just have to get my hair done. So I need to hurry up because I need to make something to eat before I go. Otherwise I'm gonna have a headache, and I don't want to sing with a headache. I personally don't like to put hair on my face when I'm leading praise and worship. I just, again, don't want to distract anybody intentionally, right? And since I am aware of that fact that I could distract them with that, I try not to. But again, you know, some people will be distracted just because that's their nature. They're easily distracted, okay? I gotta make sure my edges are intact and that my hair is moisturized. So I'm gonna use my Wave Nouveau Moisturizing Finishing Lotion and just go over my edges because it helps it stay nice and down, and over my part, because when my hair is moisturized, it behaves. It does what I want it to do. When it's dried out, then it's trying not to listen to me. So this does it for me, right? And my earpiece that I'm going to wear does go from my pack. It has a wire from my pack up my back and then into my ears. I have that, you know, over the ear and then in. So I try to do hairstyles that will cover the wire, you know, that coming up my neck into my ears. And then I try to cover my ears a little bit, as much as I can, with my hairstyle. So I think about all of that when I have to go and when I get to go and lead worship. Okay, so I'm about ready. I will show you the finished look. I'm going to do a nude lip, you know, nude kind of lip gloss today. And I will show you that in a second. And I have 5 more minutes to go and make what I'm going to eat. Which I usually eat while I'm driving when I'm late. And you're not supposed to, because you could get yourself into an accident. While I'm going to put this in my bag. You know, I think these earrings would be good also. How about this? I'll do this one. I like this. One other thing. Some people are allergic to perfumes, like strong scented stuff. So I try, wait, I need to moisturize my lips first. I try not to put heavy perfume on. I don't like heavy perfume anyway. It gives me a headache. I do a very light lip lining and then and those are the lips, right? Again, it's something that pops out a little bit, but not in your face. And I'm done, okay? So this is it, and this is me going to lead praise and worship. Make sure I am not too done up, but not too plain. These are my shoes, very simple, okay? Easy to stand on. You want to make sure your shoes are comfortable and easy to stand on. I don't wear open toes because I feel my toes have to be painted, and I paint my toes some bright colors because I like my toes looking snatched. And I don't want to distract anyone with that, so I wear closed-toe shoes when I'm going to lead praise and worship, and I make sure I can stand for hours because, again, we're doing 2 services. So friends and family, that's all I wanted to show you, and I'm going to go get my praise on. I'm excited. It's such a privilege. You all have a blessed week, and I will see you again in the very next video. Bye.